It is a new month, and the rand's performance on global markets will be one determinant of fuel prices. And will they rise or drop next week? To answer this question from the Automobile Association, their spokesperson, Layton Beard. Thank you and good morning to you. Is it another one of those where you cringe and you have to tighten the belt even further because of interest rate hikes and all other pressure on domestic disposable income? How's the fuel price likely to go next week?
Yeah, I mean, the fuel price is being adjusted next Wednesday, so we're expecting an official announcement on the adjustment from the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy either later today or at the latest on Monday. And certainly, I mean, I think fuel prices are a huge factor in people's private budgets. But the good news going into June is that we are expecting decreases across the board. And when I say across the board, I mean to illuminating paraffin prices, to diesel prices, and obviously to petrol. These are going to be quite high decreases. We're looking in the region of about 40 cents for paraffin, around 80 cents for diesel, and around 75 cents for petrol, which is all very good news and certainly very welcome. However, these decreases would certainly have been more significant had the rand been a lot stronger or not lost as much ground against the US dollar as it did in the last 2 weeks. Very favorably, the rand is gaining ground again overnight against the US dollar, back under 1960, which is good news. But just to temper that a little, we've obviously seen overnight as well that Brent crude oil has gone up by 3%. So, it's give and take. But the good news, at least at this stage, Cindy, is that we are looking at decreases when the price is announced for next week.
But Layton, as you would know, unless you're working from home and you only have to fill up your tank once a month, for the rest of us who have so many other activities, picking up and dropping off kids from school, running errands, and especially now with the load shedding, having to take your laundry to the laundromat, how much impact do the decreases even have if you have to commute several times?
Look, I think they do make an impact. It does mean that you're going to be spending maybe the same or less than you did in the previous month on your budget for petrol, which is good news. And you're not spending more, which I think is very important. But the significant part of this is the fact that diesel is not going up. When the diesel price goes up, we know that all other prices go up. Food becomes more expensive. Everything really becomes more expensive because it is such an important and significant input cost in so many different sectors. When that fuel price goes up, obviously it has a knock-on effect on everybody else. The fact that petrol is coming down is good news, and it will have an impact. I think let's not overlook the illuminating paraffin price. This is a fuel that is used mainly by people who are extremely poor, and it's used for heating, cooking, and lighting, which is extremely important as we go into winter or are experiencing winter conditions. So the fact that it's coming down is also very good news for them. No, I think the fact that petrol is coming down is quite significant and obviously something that we welcome.
Yeah, a little bit of a relief there for motorists, but thanks indeed, Layton Beard, who is the spokesperson for the Automobile Association, giving us a reaction to the fuel price that is likely to be adjusted and reduced next week, Wednesday.